Have you ever wondered if there's just one single piece of knowledge that could unlock the meaning of everything else? Well, today we're diving into the opening of an ancient Sanskrit text, the Agni Purana, which kicks off with exactly that, a huge, profound quest for the ultimate answer. This is it. This is the question that drives the entire story, a question that sages and thinkers have been wrestling with for thousands of years. And look, this isn't about just knowing a bunch of facts. It's about grasping that one central truth, that everything else, all other knowledge, just flows from.
So, where does our story begin? In this legendary place, the Naimisharanya forest. Now, this wasn't just any old forest. It was sacred ground. Think of it as a kind of ancient spiritual university, the place where the absolute giants of the age would gather to figure out the big questions.
And this was no small get-together. Just try to picture this: 60,000 sages, the brightest minds of their time, all led by the revered Shaunaka. They've come together for a massive 1,000-year sacrifice to honor the god Vishnu. I mean, the spiritual energy in that place must have been absolutely off the charts.
And right into the middle of this epic scene walks a man named Suta. He's not just some traveler passing through, he's the son of Vyasa, the legendary figure who compiled foundational texts like the Vedas and the epic Mahabharata. The moment he arrives, the sages literally stop everything they're doing to honor him. They know in that instant that they're in the presence of someone with a direct line to the deepest wisdom.
But here's the thing. Suta is quick to point out that this knowledge doesn't start with him. He's more like a messenger. The story he's about to tell has been carefully passed down through this unbroken chain, a sacred lineage that starts with the divine itself and ends right here, in this moment, with them.
So think of it like a relay race of wisdom. It all begins with Agni, the fire god. He's the original source. He passed the knowledge to the great sage Vasishta, the one who first dared to ask the big question. Vasishta then taught it to the famous compiler, Vyasa, who in turn passed it to his son, our storyteller, Suta. And now, Suta is about to share it with those 60,000 sages, which kind of makes us the final link in this incredible chain.
So, let's rewind. Let's go all the way back to the source. The real story, the heart of it all, kicks off with that very first conversation between the seeker, Vasishta, and the divine teacher, Agni. This is where it all goes down.
The Vasishta doesn't mess around. He doesn't ask for a new ritual or some complicated philosophical theory. Nope, he goes straight for the jugular. He asks, out of all these countless books, all these teachings, what is the one thing I really need to know? He's asking for the sara. That's the Sanskrit word for the core, the absolute, undiluted essence of it all. And Agni's answer is a total curveball. It's completely unexpected. He doesn't give a simple one-liner or a clever proverb. Instead, he says he's going to narrate an entire text, a Purana. And he claims that this text, the Agni Purana, actually is the essence of all knowledge.
You see the move here? This is so critical. The Purana isn't just about the essence of knowledge, it claims to be the essence of knowledge. The idea is that if you can understand this text, you understand everything. It's an incredibly bold and profound claim, and it sets the stage for everything to come.
So what's the very first thing this essential text teaches? Right out of the gate, Agni explains that all knowledge, everything there is to know, can be split into two fundamental types, two totally distinct paths you can walk on your quest for truth.
The first path is called aparavidya. Now, don't let the word lower throw you off. It doesn't mean it's unimportant or bad. It's all the knowledge of the world we live in. It's science, grammar, law, rituals. Basically, everything you can learn from books and teachers that helps you function and even master the material world.
And the scope of this stuff is just massive. It covers the sacred Vedas, the rules of grammar, systems of law, logic, mythology, ethics. I mean, it's the whole shebang. It's the entire intellectual and cultural inheritance of a civilization. It's the complete manual for how the world works.
But then there's Paravidya, the higher knowledge. And this is something you're not going to find in a textbook. This is the knowledge that goes beyond the material world entirely. It's that direct, first-hand, experiential understanding of ultimate reality, what's sometimes called Brahman, that single, unchanging consciousness behind all the forms and all the words.
Okay, here's probably the best way to think about it. Aparavidya is the map. It's incredibly detailed, it's absolutely essential for getting around, and it shows you the entire lay of the land. But Paravidya, that's the destination itself. It's not the map, it's the feeling of arriving. One is all about the intellect, the other is about true personal transformation.
So how does this all circle back to Agni's original strange answer? Remember, he was asked for the single essence of everything, and he offered up a whole text that, it turns out, contains both of these paths.
And this, right here, is the ultimate claim of the Agni Purana. It says, hey, I am a comprehensive encyclopedia of worldly knowledge, aparavidya. It covers everything from city planning to medicine. But it also claims to be a vehicle, a tool specifically designed to take you beyond all that worldly knowledge and guide you toward that higher truth, toward Paravidya. It's claiming to be both the map and the guide to the destination.
And that leaves us with a question that feels just as relevant today as it did thousands of years ago. Our modern world is built, completely built, on aparavidya, on science, on data, on structure. We are the absolute masters of the map. But this ancient text is asking us to stop and think. In our rush to know everything about the world around us, have we forgotten the value of knowing ourselves? What is the real value, today, of seeking a higher truth? That's definitely something to chew on.